Alright, this is a video about Hiei versus Kurama. Hiei versus Kurama, alright, yeah. I got basically there's two scenarios for this one. Beginning of series and end of series, right? So at the beginning of the series, and this is what I saw, strength goes to Kurama. I know it don't look like it though, right? Because when Yusuke fought Kurama, he kind of just, he didn't fight him because Kurama was doing other things. Um, but had they had to fight, I think that Kurama would have did some shit to Yusuke. He would have had him in a in a bad way. Um, and Hiei, he was holding ground against Yusuke pretty well, right? But I don't know. I just feel as though Kurama would have handled that shit better. If he was more bloodlusted or whatever towards Yusuke in that situation at the beginning of the series. So I give the strength to Kurama. But the speed is still definitely Hiei, though. He is fast. He got away quick when Yusuke pulled up in the woods. He was like, we're out of here. We ain't playing games with this boy. We gone. Durability is um, you know, Kurama has, alright durability. Is better than Hiei's durability. Hiei ended up getting touched by an ice beam, and he thought he wouldn't get touched. Um, he was playing games though too. Um, so endurance though goes to Hiei because he was playing games during that fight with Shiryu the dragon. He was like, I don't in his mind. He was like, this guy's weak. I can use half of my power, or not even half, a quarter of my power and still beat his ass. But he was like, oh okay, I have to actually try a little bit more. And you saw what happened to Shiryu the dragon. He ended up getting cut the fuck out. You know, um, but the endurance there, and it was a longer fight than when uh, Kurama fought against Gembu. And I gave Kurama the durability because Gembu's stone, and he hit him. He hit Kurama with some stone a little bit, and Kurama was still, all right. He was still not, affected by it. So the intelligence though, it goes to Kurama, and the experience goes to Kurama too. He just jumps headfirst into battle. He doesn't uh, assess the situation or anything. You know, he never does. But Kurama does, and Kurama has been around, for longer than Hiei had. So intelligence and experience goes to Kurama. And then the close skills go to Hiei because Hiei can throw hands and he can use a sword. Kurama only uses that whip, Rose Whip, at the beginning of the series. That's all he does. He throws seeds and other shit too. But range skills go to Kurama because he uses, like I said, the Rose Whip, and he throws seeds that sprout up and fuck shit up. Yeah. And Recoup is on Hiei. He has Recoup because he had to run more fades and shit, and also he was still there afterwards. So he's there. But hacks go to Hiei too because hacks are hacks are um you know they're just there. He can use his hands. He has that demon form that he goes into, where he has all the eyes and shit, and Kurama just he's red haired Kurama. But the environment goes to Kurama. And why did I say that? Because at the beginning of the series, they were in human world, and Kurama has more attachment to human beings than Hiei does. So he's more willing to fight for humanity, as opposed to Hiei, who's just like, man, fuck them. They can go fuck themselves. You know. So in this situation, the beginning of the series, it's actually Kurama that wins between the two of them. Um, but at the end of this series, it's different though. Now let me show you what that looks like. So at the end of the series, strength goes to Hiei. He was playing games with Makuro. Now, Hiei Hiei was um Hiei had fought against Shigure before Kurama did. He defeated Shigure, like cut his head off and shit. Kurama fought against Shigure in the finals of the Demon World Tournament. Hiei then fought against Shigure's, benefactor or his boss, in Makura, one of the three demon kings of Demon World, y'all. That girl. Say that's that girl over there playing games and stuff. And he was, running phase with her. She, you know, she was, he was doing shit and other stuff, holding ground against her. He had to hold ground against a weaker opponent. Because and during that fight, he also had inner turmoil with himself. He wasn't like, standing right in like Demon World. He couldn't do it. So I give it to Hiei in strength and speed too. Hiei is still faster than Kurama, like still. By the end of the series, and also the durability, goes to Hiei as well. He was taking more hits and other things than Kurama was, and even when Kurama gets hit, like he takes damage. He's like ah. You could tell he's in pain, and the blood goes everywhere and other stuff. But still thing though. Kurama does have better endurance because he likes to analyze his opponent and pick them apart. Be like, okay, is he gonna do this with his abilities? Is he gonna do this? I'll let him attack me a little bit to see what he like, how much he's like, how strong he is, and other things. Intelligence is still to Kurama, and experience is still to Kurama. Yoko is still a move that he uses and other shit. So he's still there and other stuff. But not like he used to be when he was like that demon, like way back 1,000 years ago and shit. He wasn't doing shit like that no more. He was having turmoil with himself. He was like, should I be Kurama or should I be Yoko or should I just, be Suichi? He was like, that was going through his head when he was fighting against Shigure, you know, and he was still doing his shit. He was still, holding his own, with his experience and intellect and other things. He had planted the Okaninju root like thousands of years ago. It's like, cool, I'll like sprout them out now. And he grew up trees and everything. They were like, what the fuck is this happening? You know, close skills are Hiei. He had to throw boxing gloves with um, Makura during their fight. And then range skills are also Hiei because he had to break out the Dragon of the Darkness Flame and shit like that. Recoup goes to Kurama. Because Kurama was on the back foot during the fight with Shigure, but he was still there. Um, he he let his old self like go, and he was still able to win the fight. And he was there. Um, he also has good recoup too, but I was like, I gotta give it to because that's Yoko Kurama, y'all. He was cool when he had that shit. It allowed him the powers of bounce back. You know, hacks go to Hiei though, because the Dragon of the Darkness Flame is better than all that shit he had. Um, and then the environment goes to Hiei too because he loves Demon World. He's always wanted to go back. When he got to Human World, he was like, "Oh my god, this place fucking sucks. I want to just go home and fight people and be a demon like I'm supposed to." So in the end of Yu Yu Hakusho, Hiei wins 7-4. And that is Hiei versus Kurama in Yu Yu Hakusho. At the beginning of the series, it's a closer fight, but Kurama wins. And at the end, it's like kind of not close, and Hiei wins. Stay cool, car on the corner.